I told you we'd be back in 45 minutes with Cecilia from Keto Freaks, but I'm going to tell you what. Dory's day has worked out like this, and I'm smooth, and I had miscalculated time change. So, right now, we're going live with Christalle Bodiford, and we're going to talk about keto for epilepsy, because this is my day, and I need a degree in time zones. I'm just saying. Hello, my darling. Oh, look, you got to scoot. You're too tall. Too tall.
Oh my gosh, I get it.
Hold the phone. Oh, girl, I love you. I am so excited to chat with you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so
excited.
First off, introduce yourself to all my people, because I know that some of them don't know who you are yet, and we only just met at KetoCon, and I adore thee, darling. Adore thee.
Oh, thank you. Okay, my name is Christalle Bodiford. I am on keto for seizures. I have epilepsy, and I started an organization called Life Electric it started as a virtual community, and now we have physical support groups in the U.S. and in the U.K., and so we're growing. It's exciting. So virtually on our website, Instagram, Facebook, and then physically in Austin, Texas, Dothan, Alabama, and London, UK.
Oh, so plug your group, because I haven't joined it yet, and I need to. My brother has epilepsy, so tell us where we find.
The website, actually, I was trying to frame it so you could see it back
there.
Oh,
I love it, darling.
But it is called Life Electric, and it's just lifeelectric.com, LIFEELETRIK. Did I get there? Yeah.
Do you know what? When I started, I was saying my own name wrong, everybody's name wrong, group names wrong.
Right.
I mean, really, I met Mega, and I called her Maja to her face.
Oh, my gosh.
To her face. I was like, oh, my God, Maja, I love you. You're awesome. And she looked at me and said, nothing. And I was like, but you didn't tell me. She's like, well, you're so sweet, Dory. I didn't want to offend you. Please offend me. I would rather not look like a hoe. Like,
Exactly.
and also, spell check hates me. Autocorrect hates me. I did our post, and it cut out your H in your name. So I love that you messaged me, and you're like,
oh, my name is spelled weird.
I love you, Dory. Add the H, please. And I love it, because I'll tell you what, autocorrect is like out there ruining my life every chance it gets.
I feel you on that, seriously.
Why does technology hate me? I'm so nice to technology. I talk nice to it. I'm like, hey, be my friend, technology.
Right? No love.
No love. Do you know, I often joke that somewhere in a corner, carbs and technology are holding hands going, psh, Dory, psh, thinks she's so special, psh.
We'll show her, right?
Right? Show her. She's not the boss of us. Tell me. So we really want to talk about keto and epilepsy, because you know what? A lot of people, don't know it's good for epileptics. They don't even know it was developed for epilepsy. What?
I know. It's mind-blowing to me. It's the origins of the diet so many people love, right?
Yes. Oh, the fad diet you do, it comes from somewhere sciencey, just saying.
Yeah, there are facts to back it up. Just a little bit.
5 or 6. I bet you've read a study or 3.
Just a few, yeah.
300.
Yeah, so I started actually with modified Atkins diet.
Okay.
In 2015, and so in 2009 I started my journey just trying to figure out what the best just methods of healing were going to be for me. When I got diagnosed with epilepsy, I knew nothing about epilepsy. I didn't even know anyone with epilepsy. Oh. So I was on medication for a few years, and it just was not for me. I know that people say it's crazy, don't stop taking your meds, and I will totally agree with that. But for me, it was a personal choice. My quality of life just went downhill as soon as I was on medication. My personality changed. I got laid off from my job because my mood was so bad. And so I just started eating clean. I started eating organic, cut out, I stopped smoking cigarettes, stopped drinking alcohol, No fun anymore. But
we can have fun sober.
Absolutely. So after that, I felt better, but I was still having sugar spikes and still having episodes of hypoglycemia, which were leading to grand mal seizures. So I started to really look into what diets were appropriate for people with epilepsy, and low sugar diets, low glycemic diets. That led me to Atkins, then led me to modified Atkins, which some people don't know, it is a little bit more strict than regular Atkins diet. So I had no idea what I was doing, Dory. Oh my gosh.
Do you know what?
Winging it.
I love it, because that's every single one of us, Crystal. Every single one of it. Right? Yes. Who has all the knowledge when they know? Now, I've had a few people message me and say things like, so Dory, I've been researching for 3 months. I've read all the articles. I've got all my recipes written down. I have everything in my book. How do I start? You start. Like, exactly. I'm not a researcher that I could spend 3 months learning about something and not just do it. The day I found it, I saw, it was a terrible video, Crystal. It was terrible. It was awful. And it's funny because it was my girlfriend, Crystal. So she wanted to do the new miracle shake, right? Lose 20 pounds. Yay, 20 pounds. The shake arrives. Oh my God, because I was like, that's convenient. I have 20 pounds to lose. I can lose that in 2 weeks. That's only going to cost me, $100. I could do that. The day it arrives, she calls me up. She's like, oh my God, there's a whole diet. And I was like, you better back up off me with the D word. I said shake. I didn't say diet, right? So she makes me watch a video, and I won't lie, I've got my phone out and I was mad. Like, I was mad. I promised I would watch it, but I was ready to hit play, and I was like, that's it. You're right, diet guy. I don't like your face. I don't like it. I don't like your face. Why don't you tell me? I was a much less pleasant person then. Just saying.
Been there. Totally get it.
At the end of the video, I was like, he said bacon. Hey, Big Daddy, tell me more about this bacon that you speak of.
The magic word.
My magic word, bacon. And I swear now, I just walk around going, keto, bacon, keto, bacon. And I make friends. Did somebody say bacon?
I recommend F-bombs with bacon.
Yes, girl. Drop an F-bomb, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Are they not amazing?
On bacon. Done.
On that Peterson's bacon?
Yes,
that shelf-stable bacon.
Of course. Is there any other brand of bacon?
I don't, not in my heart and soul ever again. There is nothing else but Peterson's. Now I'm on a mission to get them in Canada, because now I've had good bacon. I'm like, oh, that's it. That's it. Every bacon I've ever had is garbage. Dory.
That's exactly how I felt. Exactly. I'm like, sugar, what is this?
What is this? What is this garbage in your bacon? What, they make good bacon? And I'm not the hashtag bacon loves me back lady for nothing. Like, I'm like, bacon.
Your bacon fries in the shape of hearts.
Oh, it does. I make bacon roses for Valentine's Day. I make sugar-free chocolate drizzled bacon. We bacon wrap everything at my house. I'm like, everything is better with bacon. Oh, you don't like zucchini? Throw some bacon on it.
Yes.
Oh, you don't like Brussels sprouts? Bacon.
I loved you. I knew it.
I knew we had the sister bacon bond.
Yeah.
I could feel it. So, when you're starting for medical purposes, I kind of want to talk a little bit about that, because it's a little different. Like, when somebody's starting for weight loss, I say ease in, do it easy, slowly cut things. But when you're doing for medical purposes, kind of go there with us, because it's different. You don't get to do the, oh, hey, this is all fun version.
Yeah, it is different. Like I said, no alcohol for one. I know some people on keto still drink, and
yes,
you definitely don't get that luxury with epilepsy, I'm telling you. So yeah, and then also there are no cheat days. You do not get a cheat day, because if you cheat, you're going to have a seizure, and it's not going to be fun or worth it.
Yes.
Okay? So I will say, I have fully transitioned into full-on keto now, no longer modified Atkins. Jade Nelson's actually been helping me with that. Yeah, she's amazing. So I have been feeling much better after transitioning from modified Atkins. It's made a huge difference. So,
and we're so happy for you.
Oh, what?
We're so happy that you feel better.
Oh, sorry, my dog. My dog is barking, of course. Like, right when you talk, she starts barking.
Oh, mine does that too. She thinks it's an awesome time. When I go live, she climbs up on the table and licks it. Because, Mammy's got to yell at me when she's on live.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, here she comes. Like, oh, I'm right here, Mom. I'm such an angel.
I'm here. Come say hi to me. I'm sweet. Lift me up.
Boy.
The people want to say hi.
Yeah. I'll let her say it.
Oh, we love the bit. Oh my goodness. Look at that face. Oh, the face. Oh, kisses.
Like, Mom, come on. Yeah, so that's Sadie.
Oh, we love the fur babies too.
Yeah, she's actually, she alerts me if she thinks I'm going to have a seizure, so she's very important to me. Very important.
Yes. We gotta love her up too. Now, question, does your puppy keto? Because I know lots of people who are switching their pets.
I have heard of that, but she is not. But I will say she doesn't eat sugar. She had sugar for the first time on Saturday. It was her birthday, so I bought her this cute little cookie. Never again. Never again. She was so anxious. So she is like just minimal process as much as we can do, and she's a happy, healthy girl. She's bringing over toys now.
Awesome.
She's not spoiled at all.
I love it. So speaking of sharing, because she wants to share all of her toys, how would you recommend sharing with people that we know are in these situations? Because we all have friends. We all have family who have friends or family who are dealing with epilepsy. And we don't want to be the crazy people who say, oh, go off your meds and eat right. So how do we approach them, Christalle?
I think we have to lead by example if you have epilepsy. That, for one, the proof is in the pudding, right? So
yes.
When you make those lifestyle choices and people see you are, for one, happier, because I know you heard Carrie Brown at KetoCon, you cannot be sad on keto, and it's so true.
You can't.
Two, I mean, I have more energy, I have more life in me when I am doing keto, and I mean, I know it goes unsaid, but there's no seizures, and that's the best payoff, Why would you want it, unless you have to be, I will say that, unless you have to be, why would you want to be on a medication that steals your quality of life, steals who you are as a person when your personality changes, messes with your mood, and makes you feel isolated and alone because nobody wants to be around someone that's unhappy or depressed, and it's not a fun disorder to deal with. It's a lot of mental challenges as much as physical, and I just don't understand why anyone would want to stay there. For me, it's been an evolution. You do go through the stages of grief somewhat. You have denial that you've been diagnosed. You get angry about it, and for me, it took me a while to get out of the anger and the pain and the just, I don't know, it's more than that, but that's the best words I can find to describe it. But at some point, something just clicked for me, and I knew that there was a better way for me to take control of my health and have a better quality of life. And I am a little blessed in the sense that both of my parents worked in the medical field, so I grew up around that stuff. I saw the drug reps come in, bring lunch, entice them to push their products.
Charm, dollar bills, baby, dollar bills.
Exactly. And so I know what it's about. I know it's a business, not just the pharmaceutical industry, but healthcare in general.
Yes.
And for me, that was very eye-opening because it gave me insight to how it actually works and why things are the way that they are. And so, it took maybe 2.5 years after being diagnosed for me to be like, all right, I got to do something else. And that's not long. I had my first seizure at age 13 that was documented, but I didn't get diagnosed till 25. I'm 36 now.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had a long period where I had no idea what was going on in my life, and I was just told it's hypoglycemia. Keep a piece of candy in your pocket.
Oh, that's very helpful.
Super. Just take more sugar. What's the problem?
Poison your brain. It's good.
And that's super frustrating after you go through all these tests. You know, I was tested for anemia, diabetic, all this stuff, and nothing showed up.
Oh.
And so, 25, senior year of college, finals week. Like, could you be any more stressed? Come on.
Oh.
I got up from the dinner table just like I normally did, went to put my plate on the counter, and just face first into the hardwood floor. Grand mal seizure, like tonic-clonic. Let me be correct, because they're not called grand mals anymore.
Yes.
But my husband was my boyfriend at that time, had never seen me have a seizure. I didn't even know I had epilepsy. And so I'm just like, I just blacked out. Don't worry about it. That happens sometimes.
Oh, it happens sometimes, honey. Did I not tell you? Love me. Love me.
Yeah, exactly. It's normal. It's totally fine. So, of course, I come to, and my boyfriend at the time is like freaking out. I thought you were dead. Your eyes rolled back, you know. So, I went to bed not knowing I had a concussion.
Oh,
great
dear
choice,
God.
Crystal. Great choice.
Sleep it off, girl.
Yeah. It's like the worst thing you can do if you have a concussion.
Yes.
So he immediately made me an appointment to the neurologist. I had an EEG, and that's when I got diagnosed with juvenile myoclonic epilepsy. Juvenile just meaning that's when my seizures started. Because a lot of people do ask that. You're not juvenile.
Oh, I behave that way all the time. Look at me.
Right? Look at me. I'm totally juvenile.
Forever 21, baby. 40 is the new 20. Because you know what? I don't know about you, but I'm healthier in my 40s than I was in my 20s.
Right? I feel much better at 36 than I ever have any point in my life.
Ever. And
people.
right. And you know what? I'm looking at my pictures from like 2 years ago before I started keto, and I'm like, hello, do I look younger? I'm literally aging backwards. When I look at pictures a couple years ago, I'm like, oh, look at this smooth, lovely keto skin. Oh, look, I'm young.
Yes. It's all the fat. It's so good.
Oh, it's so good. And why did we fight it for so long? That's my question, because the only thing I regret now is the, 42 years I spent eating another way.
Yes. You know, I'll share my biggest regret, and you're going to be like, what is wrong with you? Because Jade was that way too. What is wrong with you? So I did modified Atkins diet, and I stopped. I was feeling good for 8 months, but this is why you get your labs checked, and you check in with your doctor to make sure everything's going well, because Crystal didn't do it the right way. And so I felt like crap after 8 months. Go figure. And I stopped. And then my seizures came back.
Oh.
And then I realized, this is working. Why did I stop it? And it took a few months of being hard-headed and, you know, stumbling and fumbling around, being a moron. But I finally realized, I need to do this for me. This is not something, like I said, there's no cheat days. This is not something you can stop and start. Kids might, you know, if they start it early enough, they might have the option to stop after a few years. Adults don't get that luxury if you have epilepsy. So that was like my aha moment. And I realized, okay, I'm going all in, full keto, forget modified Atkins. This is something I have to do for my health. Not only my physical health, but my mental health also.
Oh, yes. Because you know what? Not enough people address the mental health side. And I know for me, myself, I was Eeyore, and you wouldn't believe it to see me now. I suffered from depression my whole life. I'm Unikitty. Like, look at me spin. I'm like the unicorn Tasmanian devil, and I have happiness and joy in my life now. You know, and before I used to wake up every day and think, oh, this is already going to be a shitty day. My life sucks. Everything's awful. I can't function. I can't handle this. Please pile more garbage on me I can't handle. And now I think my life is actually more stressful than it used to be. And I'm like, we roll with that.
But it's totally fun.
Oh, it's fun.
And that's the difference, though, Dory. I can totally relate to that, just not even wanting to get out of bed in the morning. I mean, there were days I just left the lights off and just stayed in the bed all day. Because what was the point, right? No.
You were going to get out of bed and it was going to be miserable. And now we don't live that anymore. Like, I literally, this is my morning fell apart. I had my live booked with Maria at 9:30. Her family fell apart. I was waiting. She didn't come. My messaging, I didn't hear back for an hour. I thought time zone wise, we were doing 3:30 my time with you. You messaged me, hey, I'm ready to go. And I was like, oh, dang it. Not in 2 hours? Okay, let's just do, I'm ready. And now I just, now we just roll. Like, when stuff comes at us, isn't it so much easier to just pick it up and go, okay, now I've got a problem, let's deal with it. Instead of falling into the...
Find a solution.
Yes! Solution-based. That's our takeaway. We are now solution-based instead of problem-based.
Yes.
And we are free.
Absolutely.
We are free. And you know what? We get to share this with everybody else. We get to be on the ground floor, right? Like, how amazing! Yes. So, before we leave off with you, because we're hopping straight from here to my next live, do you have anything on the go this week that we must follow you for? Do you have lives? Do you have blogs? What do you got coming out that we need to see this week?
Yes. I have some personal blogs coming out, but I want to focus on Life Electric because that is where my heart is, and I want to help as many people as I can with epilepsy. So Life Electric is a positivity-based community for people living with epilepsy, which means not just those with epilepsy, their caregivers, their friends, their spouses, their parents. I want to share all perspectives because we need to tell the full story, and that's why stigmas happen, and that's why stereotypes happen. So it's important for all of us to talk together and enter a discussion, not talk at each other. And so that's what it's all about. It's positive, solution-based, like we just talked about, and it's about community and having people that understand what you're going through, that want to support you and be there for you. Because at the end of the day, epilepsy is isolating. It makes you depressed. It causes anxiety. People don't want to talk about it, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. I did a live the other day on Life Electric, and I said, you're always going to be judged. It doesn't matter what it is. So don't be ashamed of having epilepsy because people are going to judge you regardless if you have it or not. So wear it like a badge of honor because we are going to change the world.
We are, and I second that motion, and I say, wear all of your badges proudly. If you're loud, like Dory, you're boisterous, like Dory, people will always judge you for the things that you are, but be true to you. Like 1,000,000%, guys. If it's in your heart, if it's in your soul, I say share it, and if people complain, just tell them Dory told you.
If they complain, Dory, they're not your people.
That's it, right? Okay, so final thought. There are two kinds of people in this world. There are people who think you're awesome, and there are people who don't matter. At the end of the day.
Preach it.
Oh, I love you, sister. Let's do this again super soon.
Absolutely.
I adore you. Yay! We love you. Yes.
Bye.
Have a great day. Bye. Okay, guys. So we're hopping out. We're going to hop right back in, and we're going to get together with Cecilia, and she is of the group Keto Freaks, and we're going to talk about keto for balance. So I'm popping out, I'm popping right back in, and we'll see you in 2 minutes, lovelies.